welcome on in. Hello there. Hi, Plant. Welcome. Welcome. Hope you're having a happy Wednesday. I'm never gonna move this camera. I kind of love how I'm like just peeking up over the edge. Like, hey, what's going on? I'm just sneaking a peek through your window. What's going on in there? That's how it feels to me when I start my stream and I'm like all the way in the hey guys. You got you got any cool games on your phone? um this song is so good. This song is so good. It's a bit epic for the start of stream, but wow, this song is so good. This is Waka's Promenade from Okami, if you are unfamiliar. I over the last week or so, I did an Okami puzzle. Okami puzzle. And it came out very cute. So I've had Okami on the mind for these past few days, and what a good game. There's one song in particular that when I was listening to the album, uh specifically it's Isun's theme. I did not realize this until over the weekend that Isun's theme is jaw harp music. Or at least it sounds like jaw harp music. It could be another instrument that sounds suspiciously like a jaw harp, but it's jaw harp music. And I love that song. So, that's in the playlist now. That's been added to the list. If you're wondering what we're working on today, this is what we're working on today. I kind of just want to do mesh work. That way I can, like, get my yaps out of my system and just sort of, like, do a lot of, like, pre-work work. Like, it's regular work, but it's, you know, if I do it now, I don't have to do it later, you know? So not any of the exciting stuff where things are, like, moving, but just setting up the model to, like, move nicer later. Yeah, that's the plan, that's the plan. I have a couple of things that I've had on my mind these past few days. I wanted to stream on Homestuck Day on Monday. I had plans to give this model a Sharpie bath. And then I got food poisoned. I got food poisoned pretty bad. It was not good. I still ended up doing work that day. I was not able to stream without significant breaks. Not the food poisoning. Yes, I was poisoned by my enemies. Enemies being a delicious salad that I really enjoyed. But, you know, I guess that just happens sometimes when you really enjoy salads, is that sometimes you get food poisoned from them. But I'm okay. I lived. I live, bitch. And it will happen again. So we're just doing regular work today. Oh my god, Perp! You've subscribed for 60 months! Ah! Ah! 1 million spray cranberries to you! I've been streaming for so long! I've been streaming for so long. I literally before stream was like, hey, what's my affiliate anniversary? And it told me May 6th, and I'm like, that's not right. And you subscribing for 60 months really proves to me, that's not right, because that's 5 years. Unless the math changed drastically, that's 12 times, yeah, 12 times 5 is 60. I feel insane. So I've been streaming for 5 years now. Help! Help me! Oh my god. Help me! Now this is appropriate streaming for 5 years, a 5-year stream anniversary music. Don't forget you're here forever. Quite literally. Quite literally. They're gonna have to take me out kicking and screaming. You know what's so funny is that before stream I was watching a video. I get them recommended to me all the time, and I don't know, like my curiosity, I have quite the curiosity. I like to know what's going on in the world of other VTubers, even if I don't really watch them. And I get recommended a lot of videos of like, you know, here's how to kickstart your growth as a VTuber. Here's what you gotta do. Here's how you edit good videos. Here's how you I don't even know. Just like all of the hot tips and tricks to being a content creator with a capital C and a capital C. And in a lot of them I learn a lot of valuable stuff, and then usually by the end of it I get to the point where I'm like, no. I can't, like, I don't know, and it's like, it's horrible to have, like, that I can't mentality, but I think it's so healthy to have, like, an I can't mentality of, like, to like, optimize being a content creator. I'm like, I can't sign the paper on the dotted line to the devil, I can't do it! My sub anniversary is May 7th, so I've been subscribed since then, I think, so maybe it is May 6th. Then why did it go through? Then why does it say 60 on it, though? That's a good thing, though? Yeah. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's a funny thing. That, like, every time I watch one of these videos and the same thing happens, occasionally I'll learn about, like, a really helpful, like, organizational, like, production style tool. And I guess that's what I'm really there for. But, like, I just think it's funny. I just think it's funny because, like, all of those videos are always like, here's how to become an influencer. And I'm like, I always click on them, and then I never, like, why did I click on this? Like, I don't want. I wonder if it's because my next billing is May 9th, so it's counting weirdly, huh? Okay, well, Twitch is weird. Twitch is weird as hell. So if it says your sub anniversary is May 7th, then I'm going to believe that May 6th probably is my affiliate anniversary, which I think makes sense. Just sort of like mentally gauging where my streams were at 5 years ago in 2021. I like a lot of things about the job I'm doing now, but it's kind of confirmed for me that if I have a choice, I don't want to work outside of indie. Yeah. I was having conversations with my friend about like life changes and like career changes and stuff, because a lot of my friends are animators who have like worked in the animation industry, which has been struggling pretty badly for you know, approaching 5 years now, you know? So like a lot of them are considering like alternate career paths and musing about their life situation. And I just was like, there's three things that I want. I want to make art forever. I want to continue to make art forever. I don't want to report to a boss. And I never want to drive a car. Those are the 3 things. Those are my 3 life goals. That's all 3 of them. That's all I really care about. All of them equally important to me. Actually, I wouldn't hate having to like report to somebody. I think that if you can have like a manager that you respect. I would allow like a manager that I respect, because I think that like I value production work it is inherently like organization is not nothing. I think a lot of it is busy work, but like, you know, especially when it comes to like managing art, managing artists, it is inherently valuable to have somebody like in control of that. Um but the driving a car thing is non-negotiable. I don't want to ever do that again. I could stop making art. I could stop making art at like 50, but I love having a supervisor for the sole purpose of when some shit happens I don't want to deal with, I can pawn it off on her. Yeah. Yeah. Cuz also here's the thing is like I think that I unfortunately I say unfortunately because I hate this sort of quality about myself and it's something that I like actively have to fight against. Have an auteur personality, which is to say, I have this need, this compulsion to do everything myself. Because I'm the only one who gets my vision, I guess. I don't know. I think it's less like I don't really want to bother other people with what I see as my work. And because I know that other people are like capable of doing the work that I want to get done, and you know, like collaboration is a beautiful thing that you get other people's insights and ideas, and it is a bit of trust that goes into it as well. Like you can't work in animation and do everything by yourself. You're going to end up with like a Robin Williams Thief and the Cobbler situation where it's like the animation of that movie is beautiful, but it took 30 years, and also story-wise, it's nonsensical. So it's like, you know, everything is very important in balance. Yeah, Thief and the Cobbler is like, I feel like the epitome of like auteur hubris, you know? I love it when like a director has like a very like extreme vision, and that like they put their entire soul on to paper. But I love Thief and the Cobbler was one of my favorite movies as a kid. It is insane though, right? Like it's a little bit all over the place, and I say that with all of the love in my heart. You know, pounds to peanuts, or that's not pennies to peanuts. What do they say? The Who Framed Roger Rabbit is a much better movie. Can you tell I watched the Lindsay Ellis video somewhat recently? Great video, Lindsay Ellis talking about Aladdin and Thief of the Cobbler. Definitely worth watching. As like somebody who, you know, knows a lot about animation, Thief of the Cobbler is something that I've like pound your penis. Yeah, I went to school for that stuff. I learned a lot about it. I've watched the old documentaries, you know. I've got the animator's Bible on my shelf. I got it on my shelf. It's not going anywhere. I haven't opened it in literally probably a decade. But it's I can't throw it out. It cost me so much money when I bought it. It's a very good-looking movie. I will thank the creator for being one to set an example for what happens when you don't have constraints. Yes! I love constraints. I thank you for saying that because I've been thinking a lot about the beauty of constraints. I've been thinking a lot about I've been watching Deep Space Nine. As I do. And as I've been watching Deep Space Nine, I've really been enjoying looking at the visual aspect of it and like the cinematography, the shot setup and composition that they like very deliberately choose for their show. And Star Trek was an expensive show, yes, but it didn't have the like nigh endless budgets of you know, television today. So like it's very easy to compare two Star Treks to each other. If you look at Deep Space Nine and the cinematography of Deep Space Nine versus like the cinematography of Star Trek Discovery, They're night and day. And also, like, you look at sort of the cinematography of the original series. I have said on this channel so many times before, and I will continue to say it, that the original series, Star Trek, is the most beautiful one because they were working very hard to make something that was visually striking enough that it would look great on a television that's as big as an iPad. And also, a lot of them were in black and white, you know? Fuck yeah, I'm listening but driving in rush hour. This music's for you, Ethel. Also, be safe. Oh my god. Please be safe. But there was one shot in particular. I was watching one of the first season episodes of Deep Space Nine, The Storyteller, which is episode-wise not a particularly important episode of Deep Space Nine. But it's one of the first episodes where we see, like, Bashir and O'Brien interacting, and they have like a very like tense sort of like relationship with each other, in that O'Brien like clearly does not fucking like him even a little bit. He finds him insanely annoying, and Bashir like kind of can tell that he finds him insanely annoying. And it's there's the like right after the cold open, right after the opening theme, there's one shot where it's just the two of them talking to each other, with both of them like staged looking forward, like looking at the camera, but they're like working on the ship. So like O'Brien is looking forward, piloting the ship, and then Bashir is like slightly off to the side at like a second panel. And so he's like more in profile, but like as he's talking to O'Brien, he like, you know, turns to talk to O'Brien and then goes back and like does his thing. They're just letting these actors fucking vamp and talk to each other for like 2-3 minutes in the same shot. And I was like sitting there like, holy shit. This is like an uninterrupted two shot. I feel like the uninterrupted two shot is like a dying breed. It is an endangered species. And I'm just like, fuck, can we let these actors act? Like, I thought it was crazy. Anyway, it's shit like that blows my mind. And then it made me think about a cinematography in Star Trek Discovery that was literally so bad and so dizzying that it made me motion sick. Where they just had like they just had a fucking camera, instead of like staging it in a way where like multiple characters like can talk to each other, like just like a good wide angle shot. The set was so poorly designed that the characters were like talking to each other at like a round table, and they just kept spinning the camera around them like you were on a fucking merry-go-round. What's the one that's faster, that at the playground? You know, the thing that the spinny ride, the little spinny ride where you sit in the middle and you get so sick that you throw up. It was like they put the camera on the edge of that, and they literally got motion sick. The death plate. Don't be typing while driving, Ethel. I'll get you. Be safe. I don't know what it's called, but yes. But yeah, so I was just like, holy shit. I think the cinematography in Deep Space Nine is really good. There's a lot of storytelling in the lighting too. They like really effectively use like the constraints to their advantage, where they're like, okay, we want to like demonstrate this sort of like a time shift, right? We want to show what this was like, what things were like 20 years ago during the Cardassian occupation. Okay. We'll just use the same set, but we'll just light it darker. We're in the same place. And it's just darker and foggier now. It's like a little bit shittier. And they do the same thing where it's like, okay, we want to go to a different station for an episode, but you know, we don't really have the budget to build an entirely new station just for one episode. Let's just shoot it on the same station, but just change the lighting to make it like a horror episode. I'm like, okay. Constraints do like a wonderful job of like making you think creatively. I think it's beautiful. Turns out when you have a lighting specialist, you can ask them how they can contribute to the intent and can come up with something. Yep. Erp. But that also like requires like an inherent trust in the like team of people that you're working with, you know? And I think I'm not the first person to say this, but a lot of the issues with sort of like modern Hollywood, modern cinema, modern television is that the executives in charge have a significant like lack of trust in the people whose like job it is to make these things. And there's just like a significant like lack of trust around that like things can succeed because, you know, algorithms are crapshoot and they like people are like, we don't know what the people like anymore, that sort of thing. But I think it's really just remarkable to make anything at all. that's something that I've been thinking about a lot the past few days. I'm like, it's truly remarkable that to make anything at all. And you should make things because it's remarkable. Like, you know, if it's a drawing that you did on the back of a receipt at work, I think that's remarkable. I don't know. I spent like my formative years making fan trolls, and I think that like my OCs were fan trolls. So I was like regularly working within like weird constraints, and I thought like that was half the fun. Okay, all of my characters have to have names that are 6 letters and 6 letters. Like, let's go. And they like live in this like extremely strange like caste society. How do they like work within that? I don't know. I find it cool. I mean, not in real life, but like working within limitations is I find myself more creatively enriched by it. So and part of it is I think it helps a little bit with the like the blank canvas problem. If you're already like working within like a certain set of rules, you can kind of have an easier idea of like where to go. Where if like the sky's your limit, you don't know where to go. If the sky's your limit, you don't know where to go, but if you can only really work with the materials that you have, you know, just make something with what you got. And I think that's cool. If you got like popsicle sticks, if you got a pencil, if you I don't know, it's nice. I find it easier to work in an established world than starting something from scratch. Yes. And I don't think that like it's a particularly like shocking or unique like thing to say or idea to have because people have been making original characters like I would say from the dawn of time, but I don't really know what like Grug. I don't know about Grug fandom. I don't know about like I don't know about this is my Gorg OC. I don't know about those. So well, let me do an auto mesh on this one a little bit. Grug OC, do not steal. Oh, you follow Grug too? So yeah. This is Gorg from Grugiverse. Yeah, biggest rock. Yes. Yes, but they were doing that. They were definitely doing that. It just didn't look the same way as it looks right now. I'm sure people were, you know, making Shakespeare OCs. They were like adding new characters to like plays and stuff like that. It's humans is the same. Hi Ashley, also hi Oswald. Did I say hi to Gore too? Did I miss anybody? No, I think that's everybody. adding characters to the Bible? Literally! Literally. Because we tell stories. It's part of, you know, what makes us human is just our drive to create. I've been feeling really good recently. I think you all should know that. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's me cutting coffee out of my life or if I'm just like on an ADHD upswing, but I've been in like exceptionally high spirits, so much so that it's like notable. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but I've been very happy. Which is shocking because it's like, literally like taxes are due today and you think that would make me spiral, but you know. Ride that brain space. Yes! I just, you know, it's good. Maybe it's because I've got ice cream in my freezer. Something to look forward to. Could be like, you know, I would say like, oh, it's because I'm like eating well. That's not true. That's not true. I've not really been eating well. By all accounts, I should be doing really bad. I've been eating. I want to clarify, I've been eating. I've just been having a bit of a snake meal moment where I eat one huge meal a day and then I'm so full that I can't possibly eat anything else. So, you know, snake meal moment. And you shouldn't do this. It's just I get really hungry. I get hungry at lunchtime specifically, and then I eat a lot at lunchtime, and then I'm just so full I can't eat anything else. That's a good name for that. I got it from like a Tumblr post. I got it from a Tumblr post where somebody was explaining it to their like their therapist or something, and they went the therapist was like, that's not good, don't do that. I'm really bad about it. Like, you're supposed to have like multiple small meals. Like that's like what's the best for you, like mentally, emotionally. I've been very hydrated. I've been very hydrated. It could be that there's just more sunlight. I don't know. Been feeling really #neurotypical. Also, it's really warm. I forgot to turn on my AC. Hold on. Hold on.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want to...
Oh. Oh. Okay. So, yeah. I think it's really remarkable when anybody makes anything at all, ever. And I want to make stuff. I want to make stuff for fun. And I wish that stuff didn't take, making stuff didn't use so much of your wrist. Cause lately I've had to, you know, take breaks specifically for like wrist health in particular. And then I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Like, I can't game. I can't, literally, like, gaming on the Switch is literally worse than working for my wrist. It's so bad. Can we, like, can we talk for a second about how unergonomic the Switch controller is? I've not spent a lot of time using the Switch 2 controller, but I want to make stuff so bad, but I don't have any motivation to work on big projects. Okay, so I did watch a video about this, Zeta, and it made a lot of sense to me, and I think maybe it's what's helping my brain feel a lot better. Don't think about them like they're big projects. You have to minimize the barrier to entry significantly. Because if you have like this big cool idea in your head and you think about it and you're like, you really want to get to this like really cool idea that you want to accomplish, and then you don't work on it, and then your like brain feels relief, and so you get into like a cycle where thinking about big project makes you sad because you're not working on big project, and then you don't work on it, and then you get relief by like taking a break from it, when it's like it literally just like minimize the barrier to entry. My friend recently was like, I really want to get back into streaming. I don't know if I should get a VTuber or a PNG tuber. And I'm like, literally, my beautiful friend who also has ADHD, you need to do PNG tuber. Don't do anything that's going to like create like a huge barrier to entry for yourself. You're just going to end up struggling even more. And, you know, I need to take this advice for myself because there's a lot of big cool ideas that I want to do for BZ 3.0 that I don't really have a lot of time for, but I've got like a plan in motion to work on it. And not everything is a sprint. You're allowed to take time with the work that you make. But nobody's gonna hurt you if you just start. And nobody's gonna hurt you if it's a little bit shit at first. Nobody's gonna hurt you if it's a little bit shit at the end. And you're gonna feel so much better when it's done in some capacity, you know? I don't even know why it like came up recently, but I was talking about my senior film when I went to school for animation. And my senior film was not really much of a film. It was much more of a tech demo. You're lying! They're gonna get me! I'm gonna see that post-it note doodle that you did, Gore, and I'm gonna beat you up! I'm gonna beat you up! Nobody's gonna get you. The only person who's gonna get you is you. And fuck that guy. They don't know shit. It's so much more fun to do it than it is to worry about doing it. You know? Yes. And I'm not even saying like follow all your dreams and like you deserve rest too. Like you should follow all of your dreams as much as you can. And it's like I get it, like you're tired. Like you're tired, but it doesn't hurt to, I don't know, like if you want to write a book, like write your thoughts down before you go to bed. I'm saying all of this from the perspective of an idea guy. Like I am I am so much an idea guy. My senior film was like full of these like really cool ideas, but I was scared to like ask for help. I was scared to like look for animators. I decided to do everything myself, and I, you know, significantly had to like reduce the scope in order to have any kind of output. But eventually, you know, the output was pretty good, and at least it looked cool visually. It was very much a tech demo. And I was just proud to have like gotten it done, because a lot of people who were like me, who sort of had like an auteur vision and didn't do like a very good job of like organizing a team, they, you know, didn't finish their film. They just straight up didn't finish it. So I felt really good to have finished it at all. And you'll feel really good when you finish something. It's also really important to finish things, you know? Like it's I think it's more important to start things than it is to finish things. But you gotta bring your expectations down. Set yourself a budget, you know? You can't do everything in the world all by yourself. An example of this is that one of my ideas that I really want to follow through with, and I was talking about over the weekend, and I want to get supplies when I have the budget for it, is I really want to make all of my VTuber backgrounds um as like stop motion sets, and I want them to be shitty. I don't want them to look good. I want them to have like that Mystery Science Theater 3000 just sort of like jank to it, where you know that this is like a real fucking set. You can see the seams, you can see the hot glue, you can see the wires. I want to do that. I want to do that for my own VTuber backgrounds, and just sort of like basically make doll environments that are for my stream, because it sounds fun to me. I want to make stars out of glitter, and I want to make my ship out of popsicle sticks, because that could be cool as fuck. And you really don't need it to be like an insanely high budget. You don't need to like go to the best background artists in the biz to make something like that. You can make, I don't know, if you have like a unique idea that you can play with, grab a bunch of free appliance models and kit bash them. I've been like taking notes, watching a bunch of like doll collectors and what they make. One of my like things that I really want to do is I really want my ship to have shag carpet, because I want it to be like ridiculously tacky. And I I was like, okay, what's the best way to go about like doing like a shag carpet, because I want it to be like a vibrant color. Like I know you can go and get like carpet samples from like a Home Depot or a Lowe's. And like I know you can do that, but they're not really going to be the right scale, first of all, if I don't want to make them like huge. And I'm like, I don't really care about the scale too much, but my main concern is like I don't think I'm gonna find them in the colors that I need, because I don't want it to be white, beige, like brown. I want it to be vibrant. I want it to be tacky. So I was like looking around to see what like different doll customization people have like done, like people who make doll houses for fun, like that sort of thing. There's like a wealth of resources on YouTube of people who have like the shittiest quality microphone you've ever heard in your life, just like, oh, this is what I did to make this room, and the video has like 150 views. It's exactly what you need. I watched a lady do this. As a physical thing, yes, 100%. Or if it was in Blender, if it was a 3D thing, I would just finesse it forever. I would finesse it for a million years. Like I thought for the longest time it would, like, I should learn Blender. I should do this all in Blender. And then I did a project with Pat that I can't tell you about, but it was some of the most fun that I've ever had in my life. And I went, fuck it, I think I just need to make the space in my apartment to like make a funny little set and just like get like a big Tupperware and like build it. I think it'll be way more fun, and I think that I will put way less pressure on myself. And then I was like, yeah, that sounds like way cooler to me. Everybody loves a puppet more than they love a CGI. Why am I using Blender to make things look like they're real when I could just make them real? Like, anyways, all this to say, I watched a video and a lady made shag carpet for her doll out of a towel that she bought at Walmart for $3, and I was like, like I literally like gasped, because I was like, of course you could just cut up a towel. And I was like, it just like opened up the whole world to me. And I think it's one of those things where the more that you like work with that sort of like that kind of creative mentality when you're building doll stuff like that, you start to like see all of like the use in like old plastic and cardboard boxes and things like that. And I'm like, oh shit, these people know so much. Like as I listen to this, I think of the physical Moomin house that Tove Jansson made from odds and ends. I'm gonna have to find that. Oswald, if you If you know where that is, feel free to drop it in suggestions. I'll watch it. Not right now, but you know, on one of my work hours. Anyways, I just really loved that. But the thing is, I also I love these ideas and I talk about these ideas, but the most important thing is doing the ideas. I hate ideas, guys. I hate ideas, guys, because I'm ideas, guys. um, so, but I want to do it, and I have plans to do it. I just have to wait for my paycheck to come in. I have to wait for my paycheck to come in, and then I can go. Well, actually, okay. So I do have to go. I have to get Tomodachi Life. I have to get the new Tomodachi Life because I will be playing that on stream. It will be a tax write-off for next year. Everybody's ideas guy, including the people that can do things. It's true, everybody's ideas guy, but also a lot of people aren't ideas guy. A lot of people got nothing going on up there. But definitely I would say that most people are ideas guy. How do I know this? Because I'm an artist and so many people in my family are like, I've got a great idea. I've got a great idea for a children's book, and I'm like, not gonna happen. Like, I don't do those. Do I look like I got a degree in children's book? I know you don't understand. I know, Grandma, that you don't understand there's a difference. There's a very big difference. I don't do that. I don't know how. I swear to God, the number of times I heard I've got an idea for a game. It's so funny that you say that because I did throw my idea for a game out to the universe, which was Balatro, but with horses, where you can just sort of breed fucked up horses and race them in horse racing. And now Horsey Game exists, and that's what that is. So, and it did very well, I think. Not that they took my idea. It's one of those things where I'm like, somebody else has had this idea, right? Where's our horse racing Balatro? They start out as horses. They do start out as horses. I will say that. Um, but I will say there are a lot of people in this world that are that you'll write with, and you're spitballing, and they're like, huh, I didn't think of that, and they just don't think of anything really. Um, there's a difference between spitballing an idea versus going, you should make this. That's true. It's one thing to throw an idea out into the universe, and it's another thing to place the burden of that idea onto somebody who does not want to fucking do that. it's not it's not good. But here's the thing for me is that I can't even really get offended when that happens. Because it is kind of cute. It is kind of cute. Grandma, I do think that that's a very cute idea, but I can't do that because I have bills to pay, Grandma. I have bills to pay, Grandma. You don't know how much this actually costs, and I don't work with family. I don't work with family. I don't work with family, and honestly, I should be careful about working with friends. Which is more of a me thing than it is a friends thing. I find that my ADHD works better when I have a very client-specific relationship with the person that I'm working with. Um, just things that I've learned in my own zookeeping of myself. You should make a game where everyone's got their dogs out at all times. Oh, Nintendogs? That one was a big hit. With their feet. Somebody wants their game where everybody's got their feet out? Question mark? just big question mark? Never thought about it that way. Yes, big question mark. Just sort of like the Animal Crossing, like tilt of the head and the little question mark noise. Huh. Yeah, huh. Happy 25th anniversary to Animal Crossing. I don't know. Like, I think nostalgia is obviously like baked into like just sort of like psychology in a lot of ways. Um, but I do think that a lot of people who appreciate retro gaming, um, or just sort of like retro movies, just like retro things in general, have like a deeper appreciation for like the magnitude of effort that went into making anything. It's so easy to make things now that people like, I don't know, like you don't think about how hard it is to make stuff. Like obviously it's hard, but like it's never been easier. Except for tomorrow. Tomorrow it'll be even easier than it is today to make stuff. And it gets very overwhelming because there's 1.5 million different ways to make something. So it's like, where back then it's like if you wanted to do any kind of visual effects, you had to contact Lucasfilm, and that's about it. Like, love this song. And it's also like, I don't know, it's probably like why I have so much of an issue with um just like games that don't have any kind of like style to it, that like don't have any artistic direction. 3D animation in the 90s was so impressive. Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius was groundbreaking for its time. Absolutely groundbreaking. Reboot was insane. I didn't watch Reboot, but I do know that like Reboot was insane for its time. Oh, it's a fun shape. And it's cool. It's just cool. it's cool. And I think a lot about how this is like a thing that people have talked about, the like lost art of pixel art. People still obviously make pixel art, but like pixel art as it was intended to be used in conjunction with the televisions and the monitors that came from that era, and how like people were working and making art on shittier monitors, and that informed the art that they were making. It informed the way that the characters looked. And like if you look at like Super Mario Brothers or Castlevania on a CRT, you can see that it's like beautiful. Like it's more than just these little blocks because of the way that the CRT works, the way that these monitors work. They blur it and they filter the colors in such a way that it looks completely different than if you're like playing it on, you know, a screen that looks absolutely gorgeous. All of these like 4K screens that are like pretty fucking easy to come by. I want to look at one now. I think Castlevania in particular is like such a drastic difference. Just, you know, the way that like scan lines made things look so different. Like, oh. Yes, the Dracula's pupils. The way that this is like, you would never know. He's just got that one single red pupil, but like in these different versions, there's like a red glow, and there's something to like the way that the color is set up. He's got like pupils in this version here. How does that even work like that? What is a man? Supposed to open your eyes to the whole thing with the original artistic context. It's so cool. And I don't know, like I could also talk forever about how we can't go back. Like we can't go back. We shouldn't want to go back. And there's something a little bit beautiful in a way that I have a hard time articulating, that existed in its time and it's gone now. And that there's like a strange beauty to that as well. And you just have to figure out what it is now, you know?
Hello there.
I love stuff. I love making stuff. You know, I love making stuff and I like inspiring other people to make stuff. And I was talking about that video I was watching earlier where, you know, it's like how to grow as a VTuber in 2026, like one of those videos. And you know, it's always like the thing that I do agree with is like it's important to know who you are. It's important to know who you are and what you like. Who you are, what you like, what you do, and what you want to do as like a creator. What kind of just sort of like an emotional goal for what you want. Because it's like one thing to be like a creator, you're like, I wanna be as big as Iron Mouse. And you're like, that's not, you know, that's not anything. I mean, everybody wants to be as big as Iron Mouse. Hello! Pommy? Pom? Like apple or Pommy? Like Digital Circus. Or just Pom. I guess Pom and Pom, P-O-M and P-O-M-M-E is... Anyway. Pom like apple! Pommy works too? Okay. Apple. I love knowing words. Digital circuits. I gotta stop having ADHD. What was I talking about? Oh, what your goal is as like as a streamer. And I don't know, I think I've kind of like known this intrinsically for a long time, but it's definitely been very true for me recently. It's just like I want to inspire people to make. I want to inspire people to create. I want to make cool stuff and share it with the world. But more than like make cool stuff and share it with the world, I want to inspire other people to make cool stuff and share it with the world. Everybody has a unique voice. Nobody has the voice that you do. You gotta sing, baby! Sing for me! You're the big floating apple in the Amazing Digital Circus. I love that for you. Such an admirable goal. Thank you, Moxie. I do not want to be as big as Iron Mouse. I hear she is rather diminutive. She is quite small in size. I don't think I want to get that known if/when I stream sometime. Iron Mouse is very big. Iron Mouse is very big. My other goal is like I would love to pay the bills with this. Like I would love to pay the bills streaming. Because, you know, then I would be able to just like creatively do a lot more. If I was able to make my money, you know, busking busking for a living on twitch.tv, and I could just like make cool stuff on twitch.tv. You know, that's I think a good enough goal. Cuz then I would love to like work on my own personal projects, and I would love to work on cool things for my friends and not have to. It's such a good goal to not have to worry about money. Like that's really God, I would really love to not worry about money. But that's all of our goal, isn't it? And you know, unless you've already made it there. I felt like really like a little bit sad about my taxes. Because you know, another like tax thing. I had a fleeting moment of sadness about my taxes. And I like went to like look something up because I was like struggling with the IRS like website. And so I went to like the IRS like Reddit. There's like an r/IRS, and I saw a lot of people who were making a lot of posts that were like, "I ruined my life," and I went, "Oh, I think I'm doing okay." It's just like it really like was like such a reality shock. I just need to like put myself into perspective a little bit. Everybody's like really struggling, but some people are, you know, struggling in a bed of their own creation. r/IRS sounds like a wild time. Yes. It reminded me of the time that I was like really struggling with my self-esteem as an artist in like high school, and I would go on Gaia Online. This is not good. This is not like a good thing that I would do, right? We all made mistakes as high schoolers, okay? I'm not saying that this is a thing that you should do, but I would go onto Gaia Online, and I would go to one forum in particular. It was called the Breedables Changeables forum, which was like an adoptable community, if you're familiar with the sort of concept of adoptables. If you're not familiar with the concept of adoptables, think NFTs, but not shit. Just sort of like characters, like people playing with dolls, but they're virtual dolls, and they're trading them, and they're like, you know, the breedables part was like, okay, you could like take elements from this character and this character and make a new character. It was a cool place. It was genuinely a really cool place, but I would go there and I would, you know, compare the state of my art to the art of the people there. And I would feel a lot better about my own like artistic worth and my own like personal growth. And then I found a wonderful community of Homestuck enjoyers through Gaia Online. And that like sort of just like changed the course of my life completely. So I don't remember what the beginning of my thought was with this, but I think a lot of times people get really hard on themselves, and it's good to like check in and get a little bit of perspective from time to time. You're doing okay. You're trying your best, and you're doing okay. Before I got picked up for the job I've got now, I was gearing up to just kind of have an open workshop where I'd work on whatever I want. If people found it interesting or useful, maybe it would make some money to help offset rent drain. It's literally just like rent drain. Like, literally, I've got almost no other expenses. It's just fucking rent. It's just rent. Help! Help me! But yeah. It's just rent. And, like, groceries are expensive, but they pale in comparison to rent. I scroll Wall Street bets to remind myself that I'm far from rock bottom. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. Comparing myself and like, my own, like, middle schooler, like, art level was, like, not cool of me, but I get why I did it. It's totally fine to do that with stockbrokers. It's so cool. I'm sorry, and I'm not sorry, but stock market is just gambling. The stock market is gambling for rich people, and rich people do gamble too, but like, you know, it's fucking gambling. That's it's gambling, and they're not even letting it be gambling anymore, really, which is honestly annoying. We back from the ads. You said you want to inspire people artistically. I want to express that you have. Ashley! That's so nice and so sweet. Thank you. And I'm gonna keep doing it until morale improves. Just sort of overall morale. Not you guys. I'm sure you guys are feeling great. Maybe. I don't know. I hope you are. Gambling on various kinds of fraud. It's true. But yeah, it's also like one of those things where it's like there is like an incentive in the VTubing community to have like these like richly complicated designs, and I'm like working on like a richly complicated design right now. That's what I'm like literally rigging as we speak. But it's not necessary. I think it's honestly like a little bit better. I don't know, if you have similar goals to the goals that I have, which is to like inspire people to create. I think it's so much easier to create when you have the kind of model that is insanely easy to draw. I'd rather have a design that I have fun drawing. Yes. 100%. That's like, I think that it's actually really valuable to have the kind of design that's really fun to draw. You know what? I'm just realizing now I want to make this. Oh, I already did so much work. We'll leave it as it is. It's fine. Make something have a design that's like easy for you to draw, easy for your fans to draw. I mean, not everybody who VTubes draws, but like, you know. This music slaps. Isn't this so good? This is the Whiskey and Snowboard soundtrack, Eat the World. It's got like Pac-Man. That's Pac-Man in there. Cause it's Bandai Namco. This entire soundtrack is just full of like Ridge Racer and Pac-Man like remixes and stuff like that. It's really good. I really love it. I've been here for 7 minutes. Your vibes are on point. You're funny AF. Thank you. I'm a funny little guy on the internet. At least I try to be. Sorry, I love the breakdown of this part of the song. I just gotta dance a little bit. The thoughts exited my mind. One of my goals as a streamer, and this is more for 3.0. This is something I want to do more after I've, you know, got my 3.0 model behind me. And I'm not like taking as much commission work. But at some point in the future, I do think it would be nice to actually have like a segment of the stream at the beginning where I just like talk about what I have on my mind. I don't know. I just talk when I'm working too is the thing. I feel like all the streamers that I really enjoy have a sort of like Zatsudan segment where they just yap at the beginning of stream. And then I'm like, I don't want to do that. I I don't want to do that. Gerpley. Welcome on in, Gerpley. God, what a good name. It's a hell of a name. Gerpley. Whoa. Okay, how do I want to do this? Let's see. Something like this? Yeah, I've been feeling really, really nice. And hopeful. Maybe the moon got to me. I got infected with moon joy, and it's contagious. I'm giving it to you now. What's your favorite show currently? That's a great question. Okay, currently, well, I'm really enjoying Witch Hat Atelier. I don't know a ton about it, and I'm still trying to decide whether or not I want to like read the manga. Lunacy. It's true, Lunacy. Actually put a pin in Moon Talk because I did have a funny little moon idea that I wanted to talk about. But I've been enjoying Witch Hat Atelier. Shows that I've like really enjoyed just like recently. I keep thinking about Pluribus. I kind of want to watch Pluribus again. I also my favorite show currently. I have been rewatching Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I've been rewatching Star Trek Deep Space Nine and enjoying the hell out of that. So sci-fi time. I've been watching Dropout, enjoying My Very Important People. And also the new Dimension 20 season. They're doing a very silly Vampire the Masquerade season. And I can't stop thinking about if you're unfamiliar with Dropout and Dimension 20, it's a Dungeons and Dragons like tabletop role-playing game show on the streaming service Dropout. Which is it's not really indie, but it's like so much more chill of a streaming service than a lot of other places, and I really appreciate the work that they're doing. Dimension 20 and Dropout Slabs is so good. It's so good. I really, really like it. I don't know if it's come up on this stream, but I love Lou Wilson. I love Jacob Wysocki. They've got to be in here somewhere. Oh, there's Lou Wilson and Dave Bautista. They hang out on my stream sometimes. Like, I love this image of Lou Wilson. Number one Lou Wilson fan. Number one Jacob Wysocki fan. Love those guys. But anyways, a big aside to talking about what Dropout in Dimension 20 is. The newest season, they're doing Vampire the Masquerade. They're all vampires. Siobhan Thomas, one of the players, is playing a character who is like an old French vampire who like has the appearance of like a 19-year-old, and she like weaponizes. She's like, I am so small. I am so small. I never did anything wrong. And I love the way that she talks. Are you fat? Really? I did not do anything. And I keep thinking about her. I love that so much. There's just something so funny about the like aggressively French accent. You are blaming me for some things that I did not do. So I'm looking forward to more of that. And uh hmm. Sorry, I'm just vibing to the music. I'm really glad that I have a Monday show to look forward to. That like Witch Hat Atelier releases on Mondays, so that way, like when sometimes you gotta have something to look forward to on the Monday. I say this as somebody who um doesn't really have a proper work week, but like there's not usually a lot to look forward to on a Monday, even when you're just kind of working all the time anyway. I like having little things that make you excited about the world. Whether it's like random little holidays. Hey, everybody! It's International Pretzel Day. Oh, let's go get a pretzel. Like I don't know. I live for that. I think like silly little holidays and ones that even that you just like make up. You're like, yay! I like when it's portfolio day and I get to look at a bunch of pretty art. I never remember that it's portfolio day and I never post anything for myself, but I like looking at other people's art. I think one of the things that had me like particularly cheesed was yesterday I reposted some rigging work that I had done, and I got a nice little compliment from an animator that I really admire the work of and respect. Animator by the name of Endo. Uh, Project Endo on Blue Sky. If you want to look at some absolutely gorgeous animation, go look at the media tab of this artist because holy shit, I don't except for like James Baxter, I don't know if I can think of an animator off the top of my head that has such like a strong grasp on like 3D form in animation, and that's something that like really matters to me. Which I rig for a living, so of course like 3D forms is something that I would care about. Um, but just the dimensionality of the work is so insane. It's so insanely good. Um, just like absolutely remarkable. Incredibly like slow, deliberate camera moves, like swimming around characters, like that dance scene in Beauty and the Beast, like that kind of like the kind of animation where you're just like, okay, you're flexing. You're flexing. Like Richard Williams was where James Baxter got all his juice from. I believe it. I also I what are the like the big name animators? I've seen this animator before. I mean, you probably have like whenever they post anything, it's like absolutely beautiful and it gets like a ton of like likes and reposts because people are like, holy shit, because it's like James Baxter quality. And so they complimented my work yesterday and I went, oh my god. Like, not to diminish sort of the compliments that other people have given me because I appreciate every single compliment that I get. It's just um sometimes someone that you really admire says something nice to you and you're like okay. So I'm cheesing. if Matthew Mercer said I was a good DM, I'd freak. Yeah, exactly like that, you know? Trying to think how many for name 100 animators. Let's see. We're talking about Endo, so Endo, me, Glenn Keane, Richard Williams, hi Jojo, welcome on in. The Andreas Deja, James Baxter, iWorks. It's like it's ancient pull. I guess Walt Disney as well. He did do some animation. Eric Goldberg. Milk Call. Okay, I can't think of any more right now. If I think of any more, I'll say them. I kind of wanted to like poll myself and see how many animators I could name off the top of my head. Oh wait, shit, I didn't mean to have mirror edit on. Hayao Miyazaki, Tex Avery, those are great polls. Great polls. My brain was like so fully in like the Disney sphere. You're so right, I have to get my head out of there. Tex Avery is a great one. All the folks' names I could think of were showrunners and storyboarders. They don't animate in the United States anymore. It's crazy. Hideaki Ono, did they animate? I actually don't really know enough about like the anime pipeline and how much people like actually animate when they like direct shows in Japan. I just genuinely don't know. If you said it, I would believe it. I know there were 9 old men. The only ones that I can really... I think the only one I can think of is Milk Call. I think the only one I can think of is Milk Call because like, his name is so iconic. Okay, Mark Davis, Ward Kimball, Eric Larson. Okay, those ones I know. Frank Thomas. Okay, well, Frank and Ollie, they made the fucking book Illusion of Life. That's the other animator's Bible. The other animator's Bible is the Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnston one. I wanted to just pull up the cover for it. That's the other. Do I have this one on my shelf? Oh yeah, they're right next to each other. They're right next to each other. Of course they are. I should take a look at these books again. There's something that really remarkable that happens when you have been like doing something for a really long time that you forget that like you have like such expertise on a certain thing that you forget that most people don't know that stuff. Like it's like niche knowledge. I'm like, oh yeah, the illusion of life. They've, you know. Aeon Flux? I don't know. I saw Aeon Flux at the movie rental place, and Lux was like, I wanna rent that at some point. And I was looking at it, and I thought for a moment that it was a different thing that I really want to watch, which is Cyber 6. I keep seeing this character. I want to get a good image. I keep seeing this character on tumblr.com and I want to watch it. It looks so fucking stylish and cool. And also just like the design is I don't know what's happening here gender-wise. I don't know what's happening here gender-wise, but this character is this character. And I love that. Okay? Looking at both of my copies of Illusion of Life and Survival Kit right now, I also like turned around and looked. The he, him, lesbian. It is very, very he, him, lesbian vibes. In the same way that Milo from Atlantis gives he, him, lesbian vibes. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? They'll just let people say anything. And people is me. I tell it like it is. They gender swap man in the day, woman at night. That's like such a great like Superman sort of like disguise. You're like, what if I just changed my gender? No one will ever think it's me. Okay. Bring this over here. Okay, let me take this. If you look at the comics, be prepared. So some naughty covers for some reason. Don't mind if I do. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Some of them might be naughty. Oh no! Where? Where can I find them so I don't accidentally look at them? I keep thinking about a TikTok that Lux sent me where it's a woman and she's saying, "Listen, it's not hard to be a pervert when everybody else in the world is a prude." And I went, "Oh, yes." Like I keep thinking about it. So true. Oh, also, I have to express how much I love this song. This is also a new addition to this playlist. This is a song from Astrobot, a game that I have watched other people play extensively because I'm not buying a PS5. But I am obsessed with it. And this is the song that inspired me to purchase a jaw harp because I love the funny noises it makes. Really great soundtrack in Astrobot. Really great game. I truly, like, for the first time was like, oh, like, this is what they should be doing in next-gen gaming. Which is to say, instead of, like, spending all of their efforts into, you know, making it so you can see, like, characters' pores and that sort of thing, a lot of the, like, hardware... The effort of the hardware goes into, what I would call ball pit mechanics. Oh, we're jarping now? I will jarp after I finish my thought. But basically, when you beat a level, they just, like, spawn in a ton of items, and then you can, like, run around and just sort of enjoy the physics of them flying everywhere, and I'm like, yes, why aren't we doing this? It's so fun to look. Oh, do not be sorry. Yeah, absolutely. I knew somebody was gonna redeem it for this song, but just... I can't talk and jaw harp at the same time. Hold on, hold on. Wait, hold on. Are they gonna do the... No? No? Okay. Oh, on my own? Just for that song. Just for that song. Oh! It's so funny how itchy my nose gets after using that. Thank you! Thank you for the claps. I need to get a harmonica next. I need to level up from like a percussion instrument basically that makes one sound to something that has notes. I want to learn how to play something that has notes, that has like a bit more control. It's honestly more dense than it needs to be, but honestly this whole model is so detailed that it's fine. Thank goodness, finally at a desk again. Yay! I'm happy to hear that you are safe, Ethel. Okay, so... Okay, we have freckles, and we have the blush. Let's do the freckles and the blush first. This is such a good song. Okay, solo this, and we'll do... Yeah, something like that's probably good. My nose is still itchy. I started another puzzle after I finished my Okami puzzle, because before I wasn't really doing them because I didn't have space, like a table or anything that wasn't, you know, being used. But Lux got a D&D table somewhat recently. That's like a nice big table that has, it's like got like an inset, so you can like put like D&D terrain and map stuff down on the inside of it. It's a very fancy table. And so far I don't think we've played any D&D on it, but we have done one puzzle, and it was the Okami one, and now we're working on a it's like a wizard and a dragon. It's like a really cool wizard and dragon puzzle. I want to see if I can find something that's like a similar vibe. It's like really cool, like old school kind of art. It's like this era of fantasy art. It's really cool, but it's really, really difficult. It looks so cool. Oh wait, it's this one, but it's not round. It's this puzzle, but it's not round. Oh, I can't get the image. It's from like it's like a Facebook link. Damn it. Well, here's a really low resolution version of it. This is the puzzle. And so far we've got like the edges, and that's it. It's driving me crazy. I love doing puzzle. So fun. Great way to exercise the brain. Circle puzzle? Not the one that I have. The one that I have is square. It's just that it's the same art. It's just that one's cropped, I guess? Oh, I remembered another thing that I want to talk about. Okay, so maybe this is just me and the things that I like. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me read this first. Flashing back to Bug, giving us jigsaw puzzles that are all made up of the same color multiple times in a row. It's the worst. But my family's built different. My mom used to do puzzles upside down. So, like, most of the joy for me when it comes to puzzles is, like, getting to the point where I can just, like, sort them by shape. Said so many cool things in the last hour. If I could choose one thing to respond to, it's about utilizing scuff aesthetic and remembering it's not scuff, it's aesthetic. I love that. It was my favorite vibe as a puppetry / object theater student. Yes! People love scuff. People love scuff. People want to see the seams in your artwork. They want to know that it was made by a real person. People love a handmade letter. People love a handmade card. People love a poem written from the heart, even if it's a little bit jank. People love the art that children make so much that they put it on the fridge. Why should you hold yourself to, like, some kind of crazy, exceptional standard to make everything perfect by yourself? Just have fun, and the love will come through, you know? And I think another important thing to remember is that, no one's gonna die. The best thing about art, is that there's literally no stress. There's literally no stress except for the stress that you make. I've worked so many jobs where the people, like, working on it treat everything like deadlines are very important to follow. It's incredibly important to be professional, obviously. But it doesn't help anybody to absolutely freak out and act like things are on fire when nobody is going to die. Like, you are not going to the moon. You are drawing two characters kissing. Don't freak out. Stop freaking out. There was also, a study that I read about, and I didn't read the study, I just read about it, so it was like anecdotal thing, but it made sense to me. We're talking about a professor who taught, like, pottery, and challenged half of the students to make 100 pieces in the same amount of time that they gave the other half to make one piece. And the question being, which of the two of them would make the better work? And you would think, oh, the people who had all the time in the world to make the one thing would have made the better work, but consistently, all of the people who made 100 pieces made a way better final piece than the person who made just one. So just, I don't know, put that in your pipe and smoke it, I guess. Just think about it. And it does make sense, and you don't think about it like that until you're presented with it, and then you're like, wait, actually that makes sense, because they had so much more. When they were focusing on quantity instead of quality, they were improving their skills. Smoke for thought. Interesting. I had a friend of mine recently. I draw a lot when I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons. It's just a good way to like use your hands when you're waiting for other people to take their turn. And he said, you draw so fast that it makes me mad. Like, you draw like so fast and so like well for how fast that you draw that it legitimately makes me angry. And I just like, I laughed because I was like, well, of course I do. Like, I went to school to animate. Like, I don't I didn't go to school to be like a Renaissance painter, you know? I didn't learn how to do the kind of drawing that is really slow. I draw fast, and if it's crap, I move on. Like, just do another one. And I think it's kind of beautiful. It's one of the nicest compliments I've received, honestly. But yeah, the thing that I was going to talk about. So exercise your brain to be more creative when you're drawing consistently. Yes, you get, like, it's all about building up muscle memory. Like, all of it's about muscle memory. So the more that you do it, the more that you build that up in your body and your brain. Because it is important to build it up in your body as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's just gotta do it. And not be scared of it. The more you do something, the more you realize what is and isn't important. You optimize. Yes. Yes, very much so. I love how these freckles are impossible to see on this gray background. Can I think they're just gonna be difficult to see no matter what. I'll do black. That's why, like, if anybody asks me, and people do ask, like, okay, what's like the fastest way to improve my art? And a lot of people are like, draw every day, and I'm like, literally, the easiest way to improve your art is to just go to life drawing sessions. I mean, if you wanted to get better at drawing people, I think it will help just sort of in general, but like life drawing sessions is one of the best way to just immediately improve your art ability. Just in like light speed. And like there are tools to do it online, but I highly recommend doing it in person, because if you do it in person, then well, you'll actually go. And that's very important. That's a very important part of the process. Like going to the gym, you know? Like, it's the same sort of principle. Okay, this is gonna be a bit annoying. Need to do a stream where I'm drawing with timers, and it sounds so stressful, I keep putting it off. Just, do what you gotta do to make it not stressful, you know? Start with, like, just drawing Pokemon, you know? Like, something really stupid and silly. It's allowed to, and give yourself the grace to allow it to be a little bit shit, you know? I think that I also have, like, a very healthy relationship with my past work, and that helps too. Like I really enjoy looking at the things that, you know, middle schooler me made and like, oh my god, she was like she was growing so much and she didn't know how to draw hands and I find the I find it really lovely. I really love, you know, like looking at where I was and where I am now. I think a lot of artists don't give themselves that kind of grace, but I think it's beautiful. Or start the timer at like 5 minutes, low commitment. 5 minutes is too long, Palm. You gotta start at like 1 minute. I'm not fucking kidding. You should start at 1 minute. Like, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy, but like when I was doing life drawing, you start with 1 minute. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, I'll give you two. Well, like 1 minute, you're only really getting like broad strokes. 30 seconds, actually, yeah. I did a lot of 30 seconds. And then it's literally just lines. And you're not worried about like getting any kinds of like crazy shadow work in there. You don't have to worry about whether or not you're gonna draw the Pinot. The craziest part for me, because I started life drawing when I was under 18. So I don't know, maybe this sort of like had an effect on me.
What goes Binted?
What? But like I never wanted to draw any ding dongs in my life drawing art, and usually I was not drawing for long enough where that was a thing that came up, but like oh, I thought we were talking about starting a task. For life drawing, I definitely agree though. Oh yeah! Maybe this is contributing to my joy recently, but I've really been I've been enjoying the Pomodoro. I usually don't really fuck with the Pomodoro method. Which if you're unfamiliar with the Pomodoro method, it's sort of like a focus method that you work for 25 minutes and you take 5-minute breaks, and then there are 15-minute breaks interspersed. It's sort of like a brain hack to like getting you into like a focus mode for something. Jewel Tier got me Pomodoroing epic the last 8 weeks. Yes, I love Jewel Tier streams. Actually, shout out to Jewel Tier. Jewel Tier deserves so much support. Absolutely wonderful streamer, fish streamer, marine biologist ? I don't know if what they do is more specific than that, but just a fish themed VTuber, just fish, and wonderful co-working spaces. I'm always lurking in those streams. You'll never know when I'm there or not, but it's very cozy environment, and I appreciate those streams existing. So anyway, I never drew the ding dongs in life drawing because I usually didn't have the time to. But there was occasional times where we were drawing for like we were doing like hour, 2-hour ones. Where we were like, you know, painting. And that was like, oh, I can't just leave it blank. Like when do you add that in? And it's like I don't know, like I don't even really care about that kind of shit. Anybody who knows me knows that I am like practically a nudist. Because I just fucking hate clothes. And well, I love fashion, but I hate clothes. And like for me, because I have that sort of like I've been life drawing for so long, the like naked body is not like sexually tantalizing. I'm like, that's just a naked body. So it's like, you know, but so for me, I think the disconnect is like, I don't know how to draw that. Like, gotta do the censorship bars. Not only that, but I come from like a family of artists as well. Like, I literally, in my family home, I would have to walk by a painting of my mother who was posing for life drawing. Like, she posed for life drawing, and then the artist who ran the studio like painted her and then gave her the painting, and it's just my mom naked, like, and I had to walk by that every day to get to my room. So it just like means nothing to me, like. And I think that's like the healthy way to be, but it's also the way that I am. So I know that like other people uh would not feel the same way. That's fine. I'm not other people. I'm built different. I'm built different. I painted myself nude for a final. I get you. Thank you. Thank you. Um. Yeah. I'm like truly like so different. Where I'm like, the other day I wanted to take my trash out, and I was like, I don't want to put on real clothes to go take my trash out right now. Like, damn, I wish that I could go just like take the trash out and just be naked and it's fine. But I'm like, no, we don't live in that society. Like, we do not live in that society, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Whatever. I wish. More than anything. More than life. Let's see, do I have any other hot takes? Unburden me from the shackles that is this cloth. I think so. It's the same thing with like makeup for me too. Like makeup is actually like so unbelievably fun. It's just not fun if it's like a job and a chore. I was talking about it with Pat when my sister was getting married, and my sister like she was, you know, uh I officiated her wedding, and she was like, "Yeah, you can wear whatever you feel comfortable in. You can wear a dress, you can wear a suit." And I was like, I'll wear a dress. Like, I'll be wearing a dress. Um, she knows like gender wise, I don't really necessarily care to conform. I don't really care to conform to a lot of things. It's not just gender on that menu. Um, and I thought it was just funny because I was like, no, like you don't have to like dance around me. I would love to wear a dress. Like, you know? Um, and I just think it's you know, I would love to wear a dress. I would love to wear pretty makeup for the day. I would love to do all that stuff. And then Pat brought it up from their perspective of like uh a friend of theirs is like, "Oh, well you don't mind getting into drag." And I like it opened my fucking brain. I was like, "Oh, like yeah, I think getting into drag is really fun." It's kind of awesome. I was like, I never thought about it like that. And I say, absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Like, when else do you get the chance to wear a dress? Exactly. Exactly. I will tell you though, those bridesmaid dresses, some of them were ugly. Ugly. I'm like, damn. So bad. Describing it as drag is galaxy brain. Yes, it's like I never really thought about it from like that perspective because like I'm coming from like an AFAB perspective. You know, a lot of people feel like that's a term that's not really on the table. when you're AFAB, you know, it has a lot of history and a lot of meaning, and I don't necessarily agree with that, but it's just sort of not a term that's like associated with um it's not associated with it. With people who are like AFAB and not afraid to be feminine, I guess. Like I'm not I don't know. I don't have the right words for it. But I was like, "Oh, that feels right." It is bullshit. I think it's 100% bullshit that like drag is for everybody. It would be like saying that like only you know, only non-binary people can be mimes. Like what? That would be insane. And I think Chapel Roan in particular has I really appreciate Chapel Roan in the LGBT space because what she is doing is absolutely drag. Like and nobody has like any sort of arguments for that, you know? Like or I mean against that, I should say. Like it's drag, it's like pulling from like the history of drag. Just in like every single essence it's drag, you know? And it's awesome. And it's cool. And I never really thought about it for me. There's like a lot of like LGBT stuff and like queer stuff that's on the table. Like for me as somebody that doesn't really experience any kind of like dysphoria and doesn't really identify with um strongly with like a lot of labels, I was just like, "Oh, yeah." I forgot about that one. um but yeah, I describe it to my friends when we're having our, you know, like our Greek forum of gay people. For me, it's like sexuality, don't care. Gender, don't care. um, and it's just very funny to me. I also am a big fan of gender. Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? Wouldn't you like to know? Come back with a warrant. I like those ones. Pronouns, whatever. W/E. Oh, okay. Oh, I need to do the mouth meshing. I should probably refill my water soon, though. We're probably coming up on... Yeah, ads are in like 3 minutes, so I might just run them early and go refill my water, and then we'll do mesh for the mouth. I'm gonna restart the program for during the ad break, too. That way I don't forget to do it later. Do you do the mouth? Oh, and then I could do like the ears and the hair. And then I'm like, I just wanted to do mesh work today. I didn't want to rig anything. I wanted to yap and do mindless work. So I'm like, wait, I'm almost out of mindless work. It's not true. I've got plenty. So I will see you all in a bit. I'm gonna run those ads and we'll yap some more when I get back. Wah! Wait. What?
Save.
Oh, God!
Save.
God, please!
Save. 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 Save.
I return. Oh, I forgot to open the program again. I can't believe I missed out on this banger of a song. I'm restarting it. It got so loud suddenly, you thought it was pissing rain. It's hail? Scary, but kind of fun. Hail's fun. So think about Ethel, the Ori Pup dance emo. I thought that was Shrek. I thought that was Shrek dancing. That's so funny. Water. It's a very cute dance emote. Oh, I was gonna say about the thunder and lightning. Oh, so frightening. The other day, it was storming a little bit, and it was, the thunder was so loud. It was insanely loud. And it really scared Mink. I felt bad for her. Do I want to do mouth interior, or I'll just do the mouth. Model image. And go back to it like a dark gray. But yeah, when you live in a place where the weather is like very consistently not rainy, and like suddenly you hear like crazy thunder, you're like, whoa. What the hell? I can't imagine being a little animal who's like never seen snow in her life. Hearing that. It would be so scary. I used to dog sit for a family that they had a very storm reactive dog. And this was back in New Jersey, so like people like we actually got storms. Um, and the one time, like one of the times I was not like home in New Jersey, like I was at school, uh, they like left for like a small thing and um they did not take their dogs, and the dog with the storm extreme like storm anxiety uh like had run upstairs and like hid under the toilet in such a way that he broke the toilet and it flooded the second floor bathroom, and that like fell down into like the first floor, and it was just such like a horrible thing. It's like, oh fuck. Storm anxiety in animals is no joke. I also remember very fondly feeding that dog uh an anxiety pill when there was a storm. Um and I would get to give it to them with whipped cream. The dog like loved whipped cream. It was so cute. Those were some funny animals. I remember them very fondly. That family had like a new animal every time that I went to pet sit for them. There was like a hermit crab. There were 3 dogs. There were at the end of things. There were 3 dogs. There was 1 cat, uh, 1 hermit crab, and the hermit crab was in an immaculate tank. Really good hermit crab husbandry, if I'm being completely honest. Um, and a frog. I remember a frog. There might have been a turtle at one point as well. I really like pet turtles. I think pet turtles are really cute. I don't know anything about turtle husbandry. I'm sure a lot of effort has to go into um taking good care of turtle. You know what? I am gonna give this a little bit more mesh work. Let me just. Ooh, nice new emote. Good emote, Gore. I saw you working on that yesterday. I'm such a sneaky lurker. I a lot of the times I'm like at the end of the day I'm doing a lot of making dinner or washing dishes and things that require me to not be able to type in a chat. I'm always watching, but except I'm not really, but I might be there, you would never know. You do, huh? Did you see the new thing you did with your model's tongue? I did not. I don't think I did. I will admit I was not able to stick around very long yesterday. What was I doing yesterday? Oh, I was watching a lot of videos about doll customization. That's what. Supplementing the mocap from your webcam that controls your face with the phoneme detection in your animate time response. Ooh, that's cool. Cool mouth shapes. I will have to go check out your VOD and see it in action. Or just go to next week's. Well, the song, Ethel, the song is Peridot's theme from Steven Universe. Yeah. Peridot. I love Peridot. I relate. Characters, the like list of characters that I like see myself in is so funny. It's like Deep Space Nine, Kira Nerys, right? Um Peridot, Steven Universe, um Bart Simpson. End of list. Go up. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's hide this. But it's a pretty short list. Honestly, like, I feel like I really struggle to relate to a lot of characters that are in media. In a way that I get a little jealous. I get a little jealous when people are like, "Oh, this character is so me." I'm like, And with Bart in particular, it's like I was not that kind of bad kid growing up. In fact, I think I was probably that was still something of a stinker, but it just in a very different way. I was biting other kids. Like I don't think I've ever identified that kind of jealousy until you just said it. It can relate to that. Gotta unpack that later. Wow, I didn't know that I was evoking some kind of deep truth. I think that there's not a lot of freak little girls in media, which I absolutely was when I was younger. It's one of the reasons why I really enjoyed Turning Red. Turning Red to me, I was like, oh, this is like representation for like the kind of freak little girl that I was, you know? Growing up, I was like, oh, that's what it was like. That's what it was like. Also, it was like a werewolf coming of age story, so I love that. It was very funny watching Turning Red and being like, oh, this is a werewolf coming of age story. And then I was like, wait a minute. I feel like they don't ever really have like a werewolf coming of age story that's about girls. And yet the metaphor works so much better. And yet the metaphor works so much better for the population of people that get periods. Like, I don't. The people who get their first period, I should say. That's when you become a werewolf. Like, it's connected to the moon and everything. Turning Red hit me really hard as someone who grew up with an Asian American family. Oh. Turning Red really hit me very hard as a little pervert who hid under my bed to like draw boys kissing. As the kid that was like hiding the like live journal fan fiction that I was reading on the family computer. It spoke to me. Also that in my own way. And I was surprised that like not a lot of people like vibed with it, but I guess like if you don't get it, you don't get it. If you don't get it. Trying to think of other things like that, but meh. Guys, the one thing that I keep thinking that I want to talk about and then keep remembering and then not actually talking about it. Can we please talk about the Northern Lion Super Cruise? Am I the only person who knows about this? I feel like I need to talk about the Northern Lion Super Cruise. So we need to talk about this. Completely off topic. I gotta get it off my chest. Have you guys not heard about this? Have you not heard about the Northern Lion Super Cruise? I guess you maybe would not have if you are not a fan of Northern Lion. This is the third time you've heard about it. It's been in name only. Okay, so, renowned Twitch streamer Northern Lion, is, going to be holding what I see as like a growing trend of convention at sea. Which is to say, like, it's a cruise with a handful of events that are like tailored specifically to a unique audience. So No Escape. They're doing a cruise? They are, so No Escape. But it's like, I don't know, I'm familiar with like the concept of like Star Trek cruise. Like they've been doing a Star Trek cruise for a while, and it seems like they're like having a lot of fun. And they get, you know, the same way that they get Star Trek people to show up for those conventions, Star Trek people show up for the cruise, and this is like something that reality television did like starting like 15 years ago. I really am like, I think it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. The fact that they're going through like Royal Caribbean, like yes, you're paying extra to see the convention people, you know, to see the streamers. But you're still taking a Royal Caribbean cruise. So like that's like a reputable brand that people know about. It's like gonna be half and half streamer people and half regular cruise goers. You know, it's not like Fire Festival or anything like that where they're like untested companies. I didn't know about it until my ex-girlfriend told me about it. That's gonna be a real weird week. Yeah, I want to be a fly on the wall. I don't want to pay to go there, but I do want to be a fly on the wall and just sort of see the demographics. I'm just like demographically really interested to know like which of Northern Lions fans that can afford, you know, a cruise vacation. Like, who's buying in? Who's buying in? I need to know. But like, barring like a poop cruise situation, which if you don't know about the poop cruise, you should look up the poop cruise because that is a fantastic disaster to like watch a documentary about. Like and you know like the regular dangers of a cruise, which you know by this point like those are like pretty rote. Um, as long as you don't have like you know an idiot at the helm, none of it would be Northern Lions issue. And even if like the convention sort of side of it is like boring, you're on a cruise. You have food. You're going to fucking Cozumel. Like, you know? Librarian Cruise Supercut is gonna go crazy. I want Librarian to go. Do you think Librarian is going? I really hope so. Cause I want a documentary about it. I need to see. I need to see. How many single people, in which age groups, of which genders, how much are they gonna party or are they not gonna party at all? We love cruising. All my gay friends do it. Hi, small meat. Or at least I think that's what they're talking about. And it is like crazy. It does everything about it feels crazy. I added way too much mesh to this. I should not have done this. I just sort of was like working on autopilot. It really should be as simple as I can keep it. Um, is this? Yeah, that's fine. So it's like I don't think it's gonna be a fire festival situation. I think it is just sort of an extended, uh, more of these like cruise at a convention at sea sort of type deal. I just want to know the kind of people that are going. I want to know the kind of people that are going. Because in all of my friend group, I'm the one that's the biggest Northern Lion fan. So I need to know. I need to take a demographic survey, please. Oh my god! I just know that like the trivia on that particular cruise is going to be unbearable. Like the normal people who are gonna go on that cruise and go to do trivia are gonna have like the worst time of their life. They're gonna have the worst time of their life because it's just gonna be a bunch of pedantic nerds. A bunch of pedantic nerds who know too much. That's so funny. I didn't think about that until right now. Oh. Okay, I love the GameCube music. It's gonna be 10 more minutes of quiet GameCube music. I need to go to the next song. I wish it was like 4 minutes or something. La 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 la. Pit them against each other in a battle royale. Friendly. And here's what matters at the end of the day. I'm proud of any gamer that gets out of the house. That's what I'll say. That's what I'll say about that. But I did have a friend of mine that was talking about it, and they said that like cruises just feel like such a like an opulent, decadent way to spend your money. And I had to like message my friend and say, listen, you wouldn't know this. You wouldn't know this because it's not a normal thing for normal people to know. But as somebody who is a little bit of like a cruise nerd, and by cruise nerd I mean like somebody who enjoys watching cruise content, like people testing out various like cruise destinations and ships and all of that stuff. Cruises are insanely cheap. Like they're not no money at all. But there are like a lot of cruises. It's kind of the way that if you have like any kind of money at all, it's a pretty cheap way to vacation. And if you don't drink, I think because the way that a lot of them make most of their money is through like an alcoholic drink package, but they're literally cheaper than hotels. I don't know, maybe I'm just like too California brained, but like I literally went to the website to see what the prices were, and it was like for like a 3-night cruise, it was like $260 or something like that. Was like one of the cheapest options that they had, and I was like, holy shit. And that's with the room included and the food and like just everything taken care of and the entertainment. And this is not me shilling for the cruise industry because I think cruises are bad for a lot of reasons. Actually, I just kind of enjoy the content. I guess I just took a little bit of offense at the idea of like this cruises are only for the uber rich. I'm like, so not true. I'm like, so not true. $70 a day for eats and sleeps. Yes, and you get to go to Mexico. Like, and you get to go to Mexico. Like, it's literally cheaper than flying. What? Wait, that's really good. Okay, granted, like, the prices are, like, you have to take a friend with you, right? So, it would be, like, $500 for the room, but if it's you and a friend, then you're both paying $250. So, in that way, like, if you were getting a hotel, obviously you and your friend can split the cost of the hotel. And like, you know, but still, like, yeah, you can do your own math, all of that. And I just thought it, I just thought it was funny because it was like, hey, I have to tell you, as somebody who also does not have the money to go on vacation, like I know that like you definitely get this, but let me tell you. And then of course like it's like a bajillion dollars to get like a drink package, you know, or like go to like a specialty restaurant. They like upcharge you to shit, you know? You're basically going like through Spirit. You know, I'm gonna just and I was looking at Royal Caribbean because that's what Northern Land's going on. I think Carnival's even cheaper. Carnival's the one that with the poop cruise. But that was a long time ago. The poop cruise was what happened. That happened a long time ago. Let's see. Sailings to the Bahamas starting at $194. Sailings to Mexico, $188. Jesus Christ. This is the second time you brought up the poop cruise. It's unnerving me. 3-day cruise to Baja, Mexico from Long Beach, $187. Huh? How are you guys making any money? How do they make money from that? I'm not suggesting it. Cruises are really bad environmentally. It's like, as like a layman, it's one of the worst things that you can do for like your carbon footprint. I just needed to make it clear that it's not like a rich person's vacation. They have to sell the tickets or they make no money. I mean, yeah. Low prices make sense because the damn boat's going anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Also, don't they just dump all the poop into the ocean? I think apparently they don't, because otherwise I don't think the poop cruise would have happened like that. Okay, so the poop cruise, if you don't know, here, I'm gonna Google it. So let's get a Wikipedia article up. Carnival Sunrise, the Wikipedia article. Thank you. 2013 poop cruise incident. On February 10th, 2013, at 5:30 a.m. CST, the ship suffered a fire in the aft engine room. Although the fire was automatically extinguished and there were no injuries to passengers or crew, it resulted in a loss of power and propulsion. Raw sewage began to back up into passenger deck areas, creating a major health hazard. This causes the media to dub the event the poop cruise. Absolute fucking nightmare. Absolute fucking nightmare. Also, if you're like a germaphobe, like cruises are one of the worst things that you can do because like they're just like a really really bad sort of situation for disease breaking out. Also, if you're like scared of like if you've like true crime issues, cruises are also really bad because a lot of cases of people like going missing on cruises, they're usually not solved because usually all of these companies operate out of like the Bahamas and they don't really have a great track record for figuring out. I mean, how would you figure out a lot of this stuff if somebody just gets thrown overboard? How are you gonna prosecute that? Anyway. Does that put you off of cruising? I think if anything, really not. They're not sending me any money. Sewer levels are the worst. Yeah. It was so they were dead in the water and all of their sewage was backing up and people had to like collect their like poop in bags, and it smelled so bad. It smelled so bad, and they had to basically make like a shanty town up on the top deck. Netflix has a documentary about it. So if you like, if you enjoy a good train wreck, that's a good one. I think it's so funny that they call it the poop cruise. Like what? It's such a. It's exactly what it says on the tin. It's on YouTube as well. Well, there you go. For your viewing pleasure. This is a real dead dove do not eat moment. I need to. I want to read more about this. Carnival Triumph was originally expected to be towed to the Mexican port of Progreso. However, after being carried north by currents while awaiting arrival of large seagoing tugboats, she was expected to dock in Mobile, Alabama instead. God. During the night of February 10th, supplies were transferred from Carnival Elation. Carnival Legend was en route from Tampa and arrived on the scene around 3 p.m. on the afternoon to complete a transfer of food and water and to take on a patient in need of dialysis for transport to Cozumel. Oh my god. You always forget about, like, there's usually somebody having, like, a medical emergency when you have that many people, like, on board for something. How horrible. They were out there for like a long time. There's a lot of information here on this. Okay, so it was called the Carnival Triumph, and then they refurbished it, and it's the Sunrise now. So you can probably go ride that for yourself if you really want to. You can go test fate if you so desire. Okay, I'm gonna do this one too. It might be a low work output day, but you know what? It's been a really fun stream day, so I'm not gonna knock myself for not getting as much done today. I got the rest of the week to go. Poop never hits the same cruise twice. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful sentiment. Oh. I really live in particular for disasters that like nobody died. Like, oh my god, what a disaster, but like everybody was fine. Everybody was fine. It was stinky, but you know, nobody got hurt. Or nobody died, you know? I'm sure some people got hurt because I know that people broke out into like fights, so that some people definitely got hurt. Somebody should make a sequel, Poop Cruise #2. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. That's pretty good, Oswald. Plus 2. Oh, I did not mean to bind on that. You know that's what they'll call it if it does happen again. You know, I'll do the tongue. Whatever. I was like, I don't want to do the tongue. There's no reason not to, I guess. I'm just thinking about all the toilet problems that they had going to the moon and how obsessed everybody was with it. And it's like, of course, if there's gonna be issues, it's gonna be the toilet, and it's gonna be with like Windows issues, like not Windows as in the thing that you look out of into space, but Windows the software. Tomodachi Life comes out tomorrow. Tomodachi Life tomorrow. You guys better get excited for Saturday. They should not have been using Windows up there. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. Are you gonna Tomodachi Saturday? I am. At least I'm planning to. I have not pre-ordered a copy. I'm planning to just go and buy a physical copy in stores. So wish me luck. If I can't get it right away, then I don't get it right away, but that's the plan. I've seen maybe 30 seconds of Tomodachi Life tops. It's out tomorrow. I guess you could have seen trailers and stuff. Are you unfamiliar with the like original game, Gore? I'm very familiar with the original game. Best of luck. Thank you. Maybe I should like call ahead or something. But also I want to stream it Saturday and I'm not planning to play it. Like before stream, like I'm planning to start on stream. So if I don't get it tomorrow, Thursday, maybe I can look on Friday. If I don't get it Thursday, I'll probably buy it on Amazon and have it get delivered. So because that's pretty consistent. You're not familiar? Aside from it being a game where random scenarios can happen with Mii's, I know a lot of people love it though. It's very much like, it's like playing with toys. It's an ant farm game. Um, in the same way that The Sims is an ant farm game. People like say like, "Oh, Sims like," and I'm like, I think Ant Farm is actually the best way to describe what that kind of game is, where you just have your little guys, uh, in your game, and you're just observing them as they like live their life. I can't think of a better term for that. But like, you know, because like there's games that are like The Sims, and then there's games that are like, oh gosh, what's it called? The one that you're like managing like a colony of survivors in space. I'm like totally blanking on the name. Rimworld, thank you. That's the guy. That's an ant farm. It's of a much different flavor than The Sims, but it is an ant farm game nonetheless. But I love Tomodachi because I think the style's really cute and the situations are very wacky. Um, the humor is very random in a way that's like very endearing, and it's fun watching like the characters like fall in love. They're doing a lot of really fun stuff with the different like scenes that can happen. It just looks great. It looks great. And ever since like the 3DS game, like the 3DS game was beloved. Was it 3DS or was it just regular DS? I don't know. But ever since that game, people have been like begging for more Tomodachi Life. It's a very accessible game. Which is like in the way that Nintendo really excels, you know, where you don't have to be like a gamer. It definitely appeals to the Sims kind of crowd. But in a goofy little way, a goofy little guy's way. And I like a goofy little guy. Let's just do um I don't know about this. BZ, how you feeling? Hi, Doodle. Welcome on in. I'm doing good. I was not doing well on Monday, but it's just a light bit of food poisoning. I'm much better now. Sometimes you just eat some leafy greens that are a little old, and then your tummy hurts, and then your tummy doesn't hurt anymore. You're fine. But thank you for checking in. Flip that. Oh, mirror edit back on. Do this. I was like, oh, I at least have to get the mesh for the mouth done today because that's what I wanted to rig tomorrow. I wanted to do the mouth rigging. And I should have started with the mouth rigging, and I didn't. Smiles. But I can also work as long as I want today. I'm not doing anything else. Move this over. Well, I do need to eat at some point, and if I'm being completely honest with y'all, my snake meal, my big salad that I ate did not fill me for long enough. Now I'm getting a little hungry. I'm a little hungry. A little sandwich is sounding so good right now. This song's so good. I think it's so funny that they're calling it the Northern Lion Super Cruise when he's like not the only streamer that's going. Like it's him and Dan Giesling and Squeaks. I've never seen Squeaks before, but like it's not just Northern Lion. I'm like, it feels like I get marketing and all that, but I would hate that because then if it sucks, then it's got my fucking name on it. You know? That's so scary. I guess it's more motivation to make it awesome, I guess. That's a wise assertion to be mindful of, yes. I think by, like, plastering his name like that, it does show, like, a little bit more confidence, you know? But it did also give me the thought of, like, oh, if this is, like, successful, I would not be surprised if somebody made a VTuber cruise. And I would kind of want to go on the VTuber cruise. As somebody who hasn't even been to a single VTuber convention, I would want to know. I would want to know. But I should start with a convention, I guess. Oh. It's like, why isn't that showing up? You could make Poop Cruise number 2 happen, actively sabotaging the ship. Actively sabotaging the ship so everybody remembers it and everybody talks about me like I'm manufacturing Twitter drama. But I'm endangering everybody else's safety and making the ship fill with poop smell. You be the change you want to see in the world. Claim to fame made a boat shit itself. I do think that like cruise ships are like absolutely insane, like the testament to human hubris. Maybe I don't know. V or A, I don't know. I love this deep wet reverb cut of Rolling Star. It's whiskey and snowboard. It's like that because it's the music that plays when you're just sort of skiing down the mountain and they're playing it out of like speakers ambiently that are like on the like gondola and stuff. It's pretty good. I like it a lot. Reverb at 99%. Yeah. It sounds like you're on a snowy mountain. I used to love it so much. It would make me so happy when this song came on in particular. Why can't I? Oh, it's because I can't. Why can't I see these pieces here? I have a rooftop view of the water every summer for a couple weeks. A huge, stupidly tall cruise ship pulls up to the pier and it completely blocks out the view. And it probably ain't even one of the hugest ones. Let's find out. Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas. Oh yeah, that one's new. It's from 2024. It's got like, this is the one with roller coasters. I know they have insane water slides on them. Tell me about the Icon of the Seas. I want the Wikipedia article. Features Aquadome, diving and performance venue under a glass dome on top of the ship. The Pearl, a structural feature designed as a dynamic art installation on the Royal Promenade. There's an ice skating rink? There's like a whole ass neighborhood, a beach club, the largest water park at sea featuring 6 different water slides. Jesus. Holy! I'm just like looking at the images on the Wikipedia article. Ice skating on a boat? Are you kidding me? It might be just for shows. Like they might be doing like ice skating shows. I don't know. I can't imagine it'd be open to the people. This is on a cruise ship. This is like the like interior sort of deck of the cruise. I this it's crazy when cruises do this like style of ship to me, when you have this like little middle area with your specialty restaurants and stuff. It's so weird. I don't even think it's necessarily bad, because like every people like their open air. It's their way of like making money, when like most of these rooms would normally be, you would have to price them as like interior cabins, and you're not gonna make as much money off of interior cabins. So what you do is you have the exterior cabins that look out on the ocean. You have interior cabins that don't have any windows, and then you have these ones which are interior, but they're balcony cabins. Or these ones I don't think have balconies. It looks like, but like they have windows with like outside views. So it's like, you know, a little bit. Oh, look at this geodesic dome. It's giving Epcot ball. I love it when it gives Epcot ball. Epcot ball. How big's this thing? This thing is, oh, it's, there's like tonnage. I don't know what that means. Oh. Oh! Icon of the Seas and her sister ships are the largest cruise ships in the world. So it's not just this one, but the sister ships are also really large. Okay. I've learned something new. Oh, here we go. That's why I couldn't see it, because that wasn't active. La 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 la. There's also a list of incidents if you if you want to be convinced away from booking a cruise. You can go look through the incidents report on that Wikipedia page. Anyway. Yeah, they are absolutely insane. Like they are quite literally like cities, like moving cities on the ocean. And I just like an absolute like technical feat of engineering. And interesting for so many like engineering reasons. And you know what they are like used for. Which is like primarily all-inclusive vacations and like bachelorette parties. I just think it's crazy. I just think it's crazy. And I love looking at really old cruise ships. That's the thing for me, is the like design of like the really old ones are like really tacky in a way that I'm like really endeared to, and I've like done research for my own designs, like looking at them. It's like if you're familiar with Quark in Deep Space Nine and Quark's bar, and just sort of like the way that he dresses himself, it's like that, but if it was a big ship. If it was a big ship on the water. The fabrics are like somewhere in between like casino and your grandma's couch, which honestly those two things are not necessarily always all that far apart from each other, you know? Teeth. La la la. Ooey, 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 ah, ooh, ah, ooh. Okay. Teeth. Let's go around the outside. Ba, 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 ba. You're now done with work on the longest day. Yay! I'm happy for you. Phew! And I'm just getting started. Well, it's been 3 hours, so I guess I'm not just getting started.
Logos Vintage?
What? All right, this is like 17 minutes, this song. I need it to be shorter, but unfortunately is not. I love that song, but it's just gonna repeat. Two is enough? What, 2 hours of work is enough? I've been doing a very good job of logging my hours. Which before I was like logging my hours by like recording my work. And I think I'm having a much better time just like logging my hours normal style with like a timer. Which is helped by, you know, if I am doing like Pomodoro, I'm very consistent about like keeping that timer going. I've been feeling good. I think my biggest problem is that I need to remind myself to rest. And I get bored. I get bored of resting. So I end up not actually fully resting. Cause like, I don't know, like somebody will reach out to me. So I'll do, you know, like even like email communication stuff, like I shouldn't be doing that on my day off. But I do it anyway. Been in a career 9 to 5 since September. Only the last 2 weeks have I figured out how to effectively plot my hourly per week. Used to do contract and all that jazz. Inventory 0.5 hours for blah, blah, blah. Like, my day-to-day at my 9 to 5, when I was going to a 9 to 5, was just so entirely determined by meetings that, like, I couldn't factor anything else in at all, really. And that was kind of one of the major, like, issues with it. Something that I brought up, like, almost immediately. And they did not like when I brought it up was like, hey, if you guys are going to meetings all the time, when do you have time to work? They were like, well, during the meetings, or we, you know, put in extra hours. And I'm like, you guys got it all wrong. You gotta figure your shit out. Like, and I'm like, no, no, no. You guys, are bad at this. Like, you don't. Not that I said that to them, but certainly how I felt. But like when you work in animation, it is a lot of meetings. It's a lot of you know, you watching people's storyboards, watching like dailies, depending on whether or not you're in pre-production or post-production. There are writing meetings, there are a lot of executive meetings, it's a lot of note-taking. There's design meetings where you're going over all the different designs. A lot of them are useful. A lot of the ones that they were doing were not. The primary issue, this is a thing that, like, the animation industry... Maybe I should not stream for too long today. Maybe I should finish ringing this mouth and then, like, rest my voice. Ugh. I don't want to. But they figured out, you know, pretty quickly in animation. Unless things are, like, really paced out very, very well, you typically want to have... Oh! How can it be up? I'm gonna finish the mouth, and then I'll stop. And after I finish talking about what I want to talk about, then I'll try to be quiet.
Save.
Oh, God!
Save.
God, please!
Save. Save. Save.
I'm okay.
Save.
I'm okay. Don't worry. I'll make myself some tea. But the way that things work with animation is that you typically have 2 teams managing things. And they basically handle odd and even episodes. So, you know, say you're working on The Simpsons. Say you're working on The Simpsons, and every single process from you has to have go through like a writing process, so you get scripts, and then you have to gather designs. And sometimes you have to make designs that are new designs. You have to do storyboards. There's animation. There's so many parts of the pipeline that the production team all handles. And you split up the work by saying, okay, this team handles all the odd episodes, this team handles all the even episodes, so you only have to go to half the meetings. And then if you're like, one of the artists, you only have to go to the meetings that are like important to, like, if you're a designer, you go to the design meetings. And that's only if you're like the design lead. Like if you're an artist, you're not going to any of those things. So that's how things are broken down. But one job that I had, I had to go to everything. The team was split up into 3. It was not odds and evens, it was 1, 2, and 3. Right? So it was like if you worked on episode 1, you would also work on episode 4. And then you would work on episode 7. Though it was not that clean. It was just sort of like whatever scripts came in and they would like change the order in production and things move around. But even though there were things were split up into 3 teams, they made everybody attend every meeting. And I was like, why are you doing this? Like, and they were like, well, if that person gets sick, they need to be able to fill in. And I'm like, well, they need to be able to fill in for a day. And let me tell you, in animation, it's not like a lot happens in one day. It just the artists, plug away. There's and if you're a day late, like I said before, nobody's gonna die. Like, nobody's gonna die. So, that drove me crazy. And at that point, it was also they were doing pre-production, production, and post-production all at the same time. Oh my god. I'll never understand management decisions on account of them being illogical and inefficient and demoralizing. And it just sucks when you're like in the kind of position where you know exactly what's wrong, but you can't, like you don't have like the power to argue for a better situation as much as you might want to. This mouth is like not symmetrical. It's like off by a pixel. And the thing with like that situation in particular, it's like it's not fixed by hiring more people. If you hire more people, then if all of those people have to go to the same meetings, you're back at square one. Like what? It just I don't. But I don't have to do that right now. And when it works well, it works really well. I was really spoiled because my best team was the first one that I worked with. Well, more like the second one that I worked with. But as with specifics that I can't really get into. But I had a really good boss on one of my first shows who like really instilled a lot of smart management and work ethic into me, and directors that had a very good like people first sort of approach. I heard they're going to phase out 1 pixels and round everything to the 5th pixel. No. It couldn't be. It's not true. That's impossible. Oh. I've never accidentally hit that button before. I can feel my energy dipping. I can feel the meter going down. But I still have the bottom teeth left. Get out of here! No! I want to finish my goal. It's not that much more. I'll just shut up. I'll just be quiet. I can't see that. Girl dinner is protein ramen, chocolate bar, and 2 soft egg. Oh, I wish I had chocolate bar. I could make ramen for dinner. Chocolate bar. Donut. Oh, I'm gonna stretch.
Piggy dipping! Piggy dipping at the piggy pond!
I will hydrate. Okay, not much left. This, and so it's 4 pieces left. Thank you for the clip, Ethel. Enjoy your Sprite cranberry. Very hydrating Sprite cranberry. Okay. Teat. Teat. You chompers. Nya, 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 nya. My mango. Funny Jersey thing from Yuzubi? Where? Where? Discord? Oh. Oh. A lot of people have been coming into the Discord recently in a way that has me scared. But I recognize the names, so it's not scary. But the Discord life is just one of like anytime that a new person enters the Discord, it's like, hmm? Hmm? Who are you and what do you want? State your name and business in my Discord. Don't do that. It's just like there's so many like Discord bots and scams and stuff out there that I'm like on guard. For now, I've only had Discord links available during the stream. I guess I have it on my about. Usually people do join it during stream though, yeah. People joining my stream, people joining my Discord after I talk about the carnival poop cruise. So you like my product. This is good stim techno. Once again, whiskey and snowboard. This one's disco ball. It's just a good game. It's a good game with good music. I also recently discovered a really nice channel that I would like to highlight to the class. Big Bool is the name of the channel, and they do a lot of video game music compilations. And they've got like a really fun looking like DJ character, like Blender animation. It's a lot in there. It's a lot of fun. I've been enjoying that. I've been enjoying the fishing playlist in particular. Cuz there's a lot of really good music in fishing games. Yeah, Sega Bass Fishing. Yeah. That's in there for sure. You just got coconut mauled. It's such a good. Oh, it's such a good like remaster of this song. I don't know what to call it. Cover? Ugh. Cool, sing a game about bass. Like the sound. No, about fish. It's fish. Is fish. Teeth. Some more excellent Mario Kart World music. And this is the last thing. This is the last thing I'll mesh. As much as I wanted to do like the ears and some of the hair too, I should rest my voice. It better be. You guys don't even want me to stream. No, I thank you. Thank you all for looking out for me.
Bonk!
I appreciate it. Hey! What'd I do?
What type of dog is this?
Weird pink. Weird pink dog. These are very detailed teeth. Weird dog that barks too much and develops vocal issues because of it. All right. One last thing. Just one more thing. Hmm. Okay. Yay! That's what me and this rig are saying. Yippee! A colon D looking smile. I'll save. And we will find somebody to raid. We'll see who's online. La la la. La la la. Ooh. Oh. Let's go raid Big Ham. Big Ham, is also doing some rigging. And this title says 2000s Anna Song Wednesday, so I think that's right up the alley of this stream. Raid. Big Ham. There we go. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me here today. Sorry, my voice gave out on me at the end there. I'll be back hopefully on Saturday to play some Tomodachi Life, if all goes well. But yeah, in the meantime, please take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated, eat lots of good food. Make something, start something, or finish something. I believe in you. It's not that scary once you just start. And yeah, kiss the homies good night. Take your meds. And thank you all so much for the support. It's been 5 years. Well, it'll be 5 years in 2 weeks, but thank you all for your wonderful support. I appreciate you all so very much. Streaming is very important to me, and I thank you all for your company. And you better stay sexy out there. Okay?